Hi everyone, I'm Professor Rob Carroll. I'm a kidney doctor and a HLA laboratory director and also a chief medical officer for a biotech startup company. So my first job is a kidney doctor, so I look after people with kidney failure or they've had a kidney transplant. My second job is to run the laboratories in Adelaide, Melbourne and Sydney that are involved in allocation of organs for heart, lungs and livers and kidneys. And my third job is as a chief medical officer for a biotech startup company that has an enzyme that can make all organs blood group O and all blood products blood group O. So that could revolutionize transfusions, blood transfusions and organ allocation in Thailand or even anywhere in the world. I think the most important thing that I like about what I do is when we have somebody who's very sick in the intensive care and we work out what is the safest way to get those people transplanted in the quickest way and the success stories. And sometimes we've even managed to get those people to come to the laboratory and meet all the laboratory technicians, and that interaction of the laboratory technicians and the patients is something super. This is a story that's been in the news in Australia. It was a man who had developed multiple antibodies because he had lots of blood transfusions and he couldn't get a kidney transplant because of all of those antibodies, and there is a new drug called imlifidase. And he was the first person in Australia to get access to this drug, and he got a kidney from his wife. And after that transplant had happened, he and his wife came to the laboratory and they saw all of the special lab tests that were done in order to make that transplant possible. So it's early days yet, but the idea is that if we ever run low on blood group O blood, that we can potentially convert inventories and stocks of blood group A blood and blood group B blood. And if we ever need to find an urgent organ, a blood group O organ can fit into anyone. And if somebody's really sick and the only organs that are available are blood group B or blood group O, we'll convert those so that that person can get transplanted quickly and save their life. So feasibly, it could be any organ, a liver, a heart, a lung. It could be kidney as well, but in those emergency situations, it's generally the people who are on the liver list or the heart and the lung list. I think I had a very good mentor, and I was doing a fellowship in Brisbane in Australia, which was a skin cancer fellowship in Brisbane. And he had arranged that program, and he sat me down one time at a pub and said, you know, what would be your ideal job? And it got me thinking, and ever since then I've been trying to get to this point, and to be an HLA director, to be involved in transplantation, but also to do cutting edge technology and really bring transplantation forward and make transplantation more available to more people. That is what I want to do. So you will live longer if you don't add salt to your food. There are data for that. There are publications. But salty food tastes nice. And yeah, it's very hard to make food taste nice if you remove the salt. So everything is in moderation. If you're going to have things, I think just drink lots of water. But if you've had kidney stones, then maybe you have to think about really reducing your salt and having lots of water. I would say don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do anything. Don't let your teachers tell you you can't do something. Don't let your parents tell you you can't do something, because if you want to achieve something and you want to have a goal, it can happen. It sometimes takes a lot of time, but don't let anybody tell you you can't do something if you really want to do it.